In this video, we're going to look at how we can use the binomial expansion formula that we've developed to tackle some more challenging looking algebraic fractions. Let's have a look at these. Okay, so have a look at this. We've got 1 minus 2x over over the square root of 1 plus 3x. And I want to find a polynomial expansion for this. So how can we do this? Because so far we've only developed techniques for expanding single brackets raised to a power. Well, our trick is this. I can rewrite this as 1 minus 2x multiplied by, well, this thing here is 1 over the square root of 1 plus 3x. So that is 1 plus 3x to the power of minus a half. And then what I can do is I can use my binomial expansion on this bracket here. And once I've got an expansion, it's not going to be too hard to just multiply it by 1 minus 2x. I didn't specify how many terms to generate here, but let's find the first 3 terms of the expansion. All right, so we're going to work on this first. So that is 1 plus 3x to the minus a half. Okay, it's already in the form that we want because we've got a 1 at the start. So that is 1 plus n ax plus n minus 1 over 2 ax squared. Let's neaten this up. So that's 1, and then I've got minus a half times 3x, so that's minus 3 over 2x. And then here we have minus a half times minus 1.5 divided by 2 multiplied by 3x squared, so I'll just type in 3 squared here, and that is plus 27 over 8 x squared. Okay, and there's a plus dot dot dot. Okay, so what's my original problem here? Well, it's 1 minus 2x multiplied by 1 minus 3 over 2x plus 27 over 8 x squared. So if I expand this, here's what I get. I'll do 1 times everything in the bracket first. So I get 1 minus 3 over 2 x plus 27 over 8 x squared. And now if I multiply by the negative 2x, I get minus 2x times 1. That's minus 2x. Minus 2x times minus 3 over 2x, which is plus 3x squared. And okay, this is the point where I don't need to bother anymore because I could multiply negative 2x by 27 over 8x squared, but that gives me an x cubed term. And in this question, I was only looking for the first 3 terms of the expansion, so nothing beyond x squared. So if I just neaten this up now, I've got 1, and then how many x's have I got? Well, I've got minus 3 over 2 of them and minus 2 of them. So in total, that's minus 7 over 2x. And then I've got 27 over 8x squared plus 3x squared. And that gives me a total of plus 51 over 8x squared. And there's a plus dot 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 just for good measure. So you can see that when we've got these complicated looking partial fractions, it's really no different. We just need to multiply up our brackets at the end. Which values of x is this valid for? Well, it's only this bit that we did the expansion for, so it's only this bit that we need to worry about. And we just need the modulus of 3x to be less than 1, which means the modulus of x should be less than a third. Just for fun, let's take a look at the graphs of my expansion, my original function, just see if they look reasonably similar. Okay, so here is the original function. And let's see what my expansion looks like. So it was y equals 1 minus 7 over 2x, so minus 7 over 2x, plus 51 over 8x squared. Okay, they don't look too similar, but remember that my expansion was only supposed to be valid between minus a third and a third. So let's just restrict the x values here between minus 0.333 and positive 0.333. And what you can see is, yeah, they do look pretty similar in that region. Obviously, if I had continued my expansion longer, then the green approximation would have stuck to the blue line longer than it did, but it's still pretty good, at least for small values of x. All right, let's have a look at one more example. Right, so this one here, I'm going to do the same trick as last time, which is rewrite this as 3 plus 2x, and I'm multiplying that by 2 minus x to the power of minus 2. Right, if you're dividing by that bracket squared, then that bracket is to the power of minus 2. So this is what I need to do by my binomial expansion on, but it's not got a 1 as the leading term, so I need to factorize out that 2. So that is 2 times 1 minus half x, and all of this to the power minus 2. What does that give me? It gives me 2 to the power of minus 2, so 1 over 2 squared, which is 1/4, and then 1 minus a half x, all to the power of minus 2. So I just need to do my expansion on this. So 1 minus a half x to the minus 2, actually I'll include my 1/4 there, is 1/4, and now we go with this expansion. So it's 1 plus n ax plus n minus 1 over 2 ax squared plus dot dot dot. Neatened up, that's 1/4, 1, okay, we've got minus 2 times minus half is just 1, so that's 1 plus x, and then we've got minus 2 times minus 3 divided by 2 multiplied by negative a half squared, which is 3/4, so plus 3/4 x squared. And that gives us, if we expand this out, 1/4 plus 1/4 x plus 3/16 x squared. But remember, that is this bit here. We need to multiply that by 3 plus 2x. So now I'll do an expansion of 3 plus 2x multiplied by 1/4 plus 1/4 x plus 3/16 x squared. Now we could have actually kept that 1/4 factorized out maybe, but this is not too hard. Okay, 3 first, so 3 times a quarter is 3/4, and then I've got 3/4 x, and then I've got 9/16 x squared. And now the 2x, so 2x times a quarter is a half x, and 2x times a quarter x is a half x squared, and then I don't need to bother anymore because it just gives me cubic terms, which I don't want. So neatened up, just got room here, is 3/4, and then I've got 3/4 x plus a half x, which is 5/4 x, and then I've got 9/16 plus x squared plus a half x squared, which is 17/16 x squared. And there we have it with our dot dot dot. That is the expansion of this algebraic fraction. All right, hope that's been useful. I'll see you in the next video when we're going to look at partial fractions.